He's back! Thick Man. What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us once again on the Dstar01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter, Arafiles, and today we'll be looking at the Mafex Batman from The Dark Knight Returns, The Dark Knight Triumphant. This looks like a really, really nice looking Batman figure. He's all messed up. It's an older Bruce Wayne, and it's from the Dark Knight comic book. And I think you can also consider the animated movie as well. We're going to look at paint and detail, articulation and scale, and accessories. And if you're looking to pick this guy up, unfortunately he's not at Dstar01.com. This is for awesome action figures. Reason is I picked up a few of these and they sold out really, really fast. So unfortunately I do not have any more. So your best bet is probably go to Big Bad Toy Store or check Amazon or eBay or something like that. I think this guy is pretty much sold out everywhere. So there you have it. His retail price is, I think, around $95. So let's open it up. Let's see how it is. Enough of me talking. Let's go to the top cam. Let's see what we're dealing with here. And let's see how this guy is. Supposedly, he's a really good Batman figure. I've been really... Ooh, look at that. See, I really like the art that's on the box in there. That's really cool. I really like how the Dark Knight Mafex figures are. These are pretty much 100% perfect representations of the Dark Knight in the comic book. He's thick, he's beat up, he's older. I love the details and everything like that. Let's see if this one is an exception or not. I don't think he is, but let's see. So here he is on the top cam. Here he is on the front cam. Let's zoom into that face. That's the first thing we're going to look at here. And let me just tell you right now, when it comes to the face, look at it. It is messed up. It is wonderful. The details on the teeth is really nice. You can see each individual line, not to mention all the creases here on his skin. When he's smiling right here, it looks like they gave it a nice shading. When it looks like a paint wash, looks like they gave it a nice little wash to add a nice shade to the overall skin tone of his face, which looks really cool. And you can even see, if you look really close, let me see if I can zoom in even more, just bring Batman closer. You could totally see that they even did that with the mask, and that's something that we rarely see in a Batman figure. We rarely see shading in the mask right here, and you can see it right there. Even in the eyes, it looks really good. And this face, I have to say, is really nice, and I love the blue as well. Now we're going to move on to the bat suit again. It's looking messed up. It's looking dirty. It looks like, look at the skin tone there on the shoulder and everything like that. Looking really good. The tears look really natural. Looks like that's how it should be. Really well detailed and sculpted right here, and you can see the skin tone and stuff like that. And also, don't forget, it's also shaded as well. Lots of shading in this guy, which is probably why a lot of people were really excited about this, is because it looks really well detailed. Very accurate to the comic book. Let me move all this plastic stuff. Now let's look at the legs right here, and then we'll look at the cape and whatnot. As you can see right there, that's looking really good. Again, skin tone and everything like that. The tears and whatnot looking really solid. The blue on the boots also looking good. Not as much shading on the blue parts here, but you know what? It still looks really fantastic, I have to say. Now, one more thing I almost forgot before we move on to the cape. Let's look at his fist right there. As you can see, it is beaten down. Looks like the gloves are messed up right there. That's looking really good right there. Very well detailed. Now let's talk about the cape. Let's zoom out and I'll show you what I mean. So this cape, like all the other Batman capes, they are wired, but unfortunately the bottom part of the cape is not. I was really hoping that they would finally wire the bottom one just so you can get the maximum amount of posability with the cape, but no, not really. This cape, I believe, and someone correct me down in the comments down below, I think is much bigger than the black version of Batman from The Dark Knight Returns from Mafex. This is definitely a much bigger cape. Look how big it is. Look how much it spans compared to the other one. I remember the other one was much smaller. But yeah, there you have it. This is a much bigger cape, so you can get a lot more dynamic poses right here. So you can get something like this. It would have benefited even more, in my opinion, if we had a cape that was more wired. If we had a bottom wired, maybe some more in the middle would have been really cool. Also, one more thing I have to tell you, it is ruffled naturally, so that's really cool right there. So when it comes to paint and detail with this guy, you really do get what you pay for, which is a very accurate representation of the Dark Knight from the Dark Knight Returns comic book, and he looks absolutely amazing. So let's see how tall this thick boy is when it comes to articulation and scale. Let's go to scale first. We're going to take out the ruler here, and this guy is 6.5 inches tall. But we got to compare him with other action figures. Unfortunately, I do not have the black version anymore, but we do have other action figures we could look at. So, speaking of DC, SH Figure Arts Wonder Woman 1984. Wow, he is much bigger than her. More so than I thought. Here's another SH Figure Arts superhero-wise. Here is Cap versus Cap, the Captain America. As you can see, he's just a very large figure. But here is Anime Heroes All Might. And here is the All Might. As you can see, you know how thick All Might is. Look at Batman. They're both pretty large figures. Speaking of other large figures, we just reviewed this guy. We are looking at Raditz, the P Bandai exclusives. You can see they're both about the same width there. Well, maybe if you don't include the cape, but yeah, they're both really big characters. And last but not least, we have Spider-Man, Cyborg Spider-Man. Like I said, I've been loving this figure. This is a Marvel Legends. That's how they compare. And yeah, he's pretty big. But let's talk about something else, which is articulation. We have an up and down here at the toe. We have an up and down here at the ankle. We do have a swivel. Look at this. So we can swivel this left to right like that. I think that's probably because of the ball joint, the way it is. Yeah. So something that I noticed right here, it looks like we have something here on the boot that's kind of preventing the movement of the foot to go fully left, but we could put that down and we can now rotate it. So if you were thinking of trying to rotate this foot, this kind of gets in the way, so you got to push this foot down. Double jointed knee. Ooh, look at this double jointed knee, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is actually really pretty cool. So when you bend it, it looks pretty natural, I have to say, because of the damage here. That looks really cool. I really like that. We have a ball joint here at the crotch. We do not get a thigh swivel. We do get a rotation in 2 points in the midsection, one here and one here. And don't forget, it has to have butterfly joints. Yes, it does have butterfly joints. But unfortunately, even though they're there, they do not... Ooh. They do not extend as much as I'd like. So if you're looking at cross arms, this guy, probably not. This is as much as we're going to get in terms of cross arms there. Man, I really wish they added more rotation here for the butterfly joint, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. We do get a bicep swivel! Yes, of course, I love a bicep swivel. A solid bicep swivel means really natural looking punches. See if we can get that to focus up. That looks really, really cool. So, bend at the elbow, 2 points right there. Don't forget the ball and peg, and looks like we get, indeed, 2 points of articulation right here in the neck, looking to be well above 20 points of articulation. Of course, we got to get him in his angry, charging up pose right there, looking really solid. We can get side kicks in, we can get front kicks in, we can get flying knees, we can get shoryukens all over the place. Shoryuken. See, shoryuken right there. And of course, we got to rock that superhero landing. Here, let's see if we can do that right now. Boom, right there. Okay, if they can rock it, that means there's a lot of articulation here if they can get it going. And I have to say, that's looking really good right there. So you can post him pretty much whatever you like, because this is a Mafex figure. Usually the Mafex figures have a ton of articulation. Now let's move to the next best thing, which is accessories. With all that articulation, you gotta have cool accessories. And it looks like we do get, well, how many hands? 1, 2, 3, 8 extra hands. The Bruce Wayne head. The mask, when it's taken off, it's not damaged, and we do get batarangs. Most important thing of this set, we do get a beat up Bruce Wayne head. So let's look close at this. Let's go to the front cam. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look at the beautiful shading in this face. It is absolutely gorgeous. The hair and everything is really well done. As you can see, you can see the black eye right here, which is looking really good. Lots of shading here. Looks like they gave it a nice little shade wash, and it looks really solid. But we got to see how it looks like on the actual figure itself. So you got to remove the neck. Actually, let's just give me a second as I remove the neck. So it just required a little pull, and we could pull the... Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is really nice. Wow. So that is really cool. Oh yeah, and also you get a stand in the accessories, by the way. That is great. That's fantastic. Last thing, let's well, I guess we'll look at the batarangs too. Why not? Here is the mask. It looks like we could put this down. Actually, yeah, I'm supposed to put that down. Hold on one second. I totally forgot about that. So you can put it like this. And there you go. That's pretty cool. We'll look at the hands at the end of the video, usually. And last thing, let's go back to the top cam right here. I'm going to show you the batarangs, how many you get. I think we only get 4. Yeah, we only get 4. And they're pretty small. But I'm going to show you one. And let's go to the front cam. There is one single batarang right there. Yeah, really cool. Okay, so let's stand them up and we will come up with a conclusion. Alright, let's come up with a conclusion of the Dark Knight Triumphant Batman from Mafex. Is this worth the money? Absolutely. If you guys love the comic book or the animated movie, this is definitely worth the buy. This is easily one of the best looking Dark Knight Returns Batman. Definitely love everything they've done with it. The shading is very good. The quality control, fantastic. If there is anything negative I had to say about it, hold on, let me think about it. The cape. It's always the cape. I don't know. I ever since I've had third-party capes, especially like capes from Daredevil 19 or even just buying a cape from eBay, I love the way they're wired. When they add more wires, I love posing the capes and whatnot. And this one, coming from Mafex, the fact that they only put 2 on the sides, considering how big the cape is, they really could have added more wires to give it more posability. But you know what? That's a very small negative compared to everything else. There's a lot of great things about this figure. It's shaded well. It looks great. Love the Bruce Wayne head. In fact, probably the Bruce Wayne head will be the thumbnail. And yeah, definitely worth it. If you guys are looking to pick this up, unfortunately I don't have any more. But if you're looking for anything else, you know where to go. You can always go to www.Dstar01 Theme for awesome action figures. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.